Hello, this is Grandma Ginny, and I'm going to read a book today about a little stuffed animal, and the name of the book is Antlers with Candles, and I think it's kind of fun to watch it, so let's hope that you enjoy it. And here we go. We're going to take a look at it now. Alrighty. Antlers with Candles is a book for young children. It's written by Chris Barash, and the illustrator is Melissa Iway. And here is the book, Antlers with Candles. Look at this kid, has something on his head. Let's see what it's about. My toes were cold this morning when I climbed out of bed. I looked for my moose slippers. I found other things instead. What's that on the counter? I tiptoe up to look. It's just like the big antlers on the moose in my new book. Look what he's looking at here. This hat thingy. I tried to see what's up there. Uh-oh, I made it fall. So the antler fell down, and then what else is going on here? Look at this stuff all over this kid. This looks like Daddy's cookie dough, but it's not sweet at all. Is that a bag of buttons? Look at the buttons. And what's in this sparkly box? Look at, there's a sparkly box, and it's got something on it. I see my favorite colors on these funny pointy blocks. Look at these funny pointy blocks he's got here. Yellow, pink, blue. There's one that's another shade of blue. Here's a yellow again. And who's watching all the time? The doggy. Hello, dog. I hear my daddy coming. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Daddy sighs. I need some coffee before we talk. Okay. Daddy sees, look at this happy little person and then his messy room. Well, let's see what happens next. Oh, he takes something else off of a high shelf. And look at how it looks. He says, this is our menorah. It holds candles that will glow and help us remember special times from long ago. This is the menorah right here. There's Daddy, and there's the little kid, and there's the bits of cookie dough or some kind of dough on the floor. Oh my goodness. Oh, here, now we're going to find out what these are. Mom made latkes. Daddy smiles as he picks up the tray. The tasty pancakes warm us on a cold and wintry day. Latkes are pancakes, but they have a potato flavor to them. I like them. Let's pick up these dreidels. They're fancy spinning tops. We see a Hebrew letter every time a dreidel drops. So there's some letters, and there's a different letter. There's a different letter. I didn't know people had letters like that. Did you? Tonight we'll light the candles. Look at here. With blessings and a song. Soon you'll have learned all the words, and you can sing along. Boy, and look at, there's another baby in this family. Or maybe this is this young boy with his clothes on. That's probably what it is. He's dressed up now for the evening. We smell onions and potatoes as the crispy latkes fry. We'll eat Nana's applesauce. There'll be some sour cream to try. Oh, that sounds good. And here, is this a neighbor coming? I don't know. After dinner, we'll play dreidel. Your cousins will be here. We'll use the buttons for our game, and whoever wins, we'll cheer. Oh, they're using buttons to mark who, probably to mark who wins when. I don't know. I never played that game. By then, you'll be so sleepy. We'll hug and kiss goodnight. But first, we'll have a party because Hanukkah starts tonight. And here it tells about the Hanukkah story. A long, long time ago in the land of Israel, the most special place for the Jewish people was the temple, also called a synagogue, in Jerusalem. The temple contained many beautiful objects, including a tall golden menorah. Unlike menorahs of today, this one had 7 rather than 9 branches. Instead of being lit by candles or light bulbs, this menorah burned oil. Every evening, oil would be poured into the cups that sat on top of the menorah. The temple would be filled with shimmering light. At the time of the Hanukkah story, a mean king named Antiochus ruled over the land of Israel. I don't like these Jewish people, declared Antiochus. They are so different from me. I don't celebrate Shabbat or read from the Torah. Why should they? Antiochus made many new cruel rules. No more celebrating Shabbat, no more going to the temple, and no more Torah, shouted Antiochus. He told his guards to go to the temple and make a mess. They brought mud and stones and garbage into the temple. They broke furniture and knocked things down. They smashed the jars of oil that were used to light the menorah. Antiochus and his soldiers made the Jews feel sad and angry. A Jewish man named Judah Maccabee said, "We must stop Antiochus. We must think of ways to make him leave the land of Israel." At first, Judah's followers, called the Maccabees, were afraid. "Judah," they said, "Antiochus has so many soldiers. His soldiers carry such big weapons, and he uses huge elephants to fight his battles." Oh my goodness, can you imagine fighting a battle with an elephant? "How can we Jews who don't have weapons fight against him?" Judah said, "If we think very hard and plan very carefully, we will be able to defeat him." It took a long time, but at last the Maccabees chased Antiochus and his men out of Israel. As soon as Antiochus and his soldiers were gone, the Jewish people ran to Jerusalem to clean their temple. What a mess. The beautiful menorah was gone, and the floor was covered with trash, broken furniture, and pieces from the shattered jars of oil. The Maccabees built a new menorah. At first, they worried that they wouldn't be able to light their new menorah, but they searched and searched until at last they found one tiny jar of oil, enough to light the menorah for just one evening. The Maccabees knew that it would be at least 8 days until they could get more oil, but they lit the menorah anyway. To their surprise, this little jar of oil burned for 8 days. The Jewish people could not believe their good fortune. First, their small army had chased away Antiochus' large army, and now the tiny jar of oil had lasted for 8 whole days. The Jewish people prayed and thanked God for these miracles. Every year during Hanukkah, Jews light menorahs for 8 days to remember the miracle that happened long ago. So that's how that story goes. Well, I hope you enjoyed reading Antlers with Candles. I'm trying to find the picture of it again. There it is, Antlers with Candles. It was an interesting story to me, and I think I'll see you again very soon. This is Grandma Jenny saying goodbye for now, and thanks for reading along with me. Bye-bye.